the tournament, like it's in right now. Go check out the stream. You can check it out at my channel, Kingdom Hunters LV, or you can check it at Daddy Heart's channel, which is Guardian Gaming.
Yes, sir.
Kingdom Hunters LV and Guardian Gaming.
Hey, yeah, Crucial, go ahead and include your audio for me there.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
bro.
All right, hey, Crucial Killer. Welcome to the community tournament. So we just sort of wanted to ask you a few quick questions pertaining to you and your team. Before the match started. So think of it as like a pre-game interview. One of the first things that I was thinking was, what have you guys been doing really to prepare for today's tournament, your matches, and potentially moving forward as a team after the tournament?
Just doing regular quick play here and there. Doing competitive. We can together.
All right. So some quick play and competitive, and what would you say we could expect from you guys in terms of team composition? Are we going to see like some standard meta? Are we going to see some offhanded picks? You know, the attack Torb, the attack Bastion, maybe? Or are you going to really surprise me and pull the Hanzo out?
Got more of a standard setup, pretty much for
More
us.
of a standard setup?
Yeah.
All right, all right. I can see that. I can see that. So, in regards of standard setup, then we just asked the last captain. Now we have to ask you, what can we expect in terms of map choice? Are we going to see a lot of assault, or because Hanamura didn't get his nickname Dronamura for no reason? So like if we're facing more of a standoff situation, like if we're going like the records 2-2, are we going to see maybe a Hanamura pick to gather some momentum, or will we see more payload and King of the Hill type maps, or even hybrid?
Probably King of the Hill payload.
King of the Hill payload. All right. So it looks like we can expect a very payload heavy, King of the Hill heavy map style today for this match. All right. That's all the questions that I had for you. I will turn you over to my boy Jorge.
Yeah, nothing. Just wanted to wish you guys good luck. And I'm gonna be sending you over the Matt Benz link here in a second, and you can go ahead and rejoin your team. I know you guys been waiting
All right.
around for a while, for a long time, so I want to get this going for you guys as soon as possible.
Alrighty.
All righty.
All right.
Nice, nice. All right. So we're looking to see a lot of payload and a lot of. Oh man, I'm excited. I can't wait. Well, I guess we have an unofficial guest here with us. Sage, since you're going to be here, why don't we send him an invite and he can come on in and spectate? We can use another announcer. Keep it interesting. Get that third person perspective.
Yeah, of course. I just sent them an
Shoot
invite here.
him. Yep, yep. There he is. Alright, Sage, make sure you configure your buttons while we're loading up the game so that way you can... Oh, you have yours configured for spectator mode? Alright, awesome, awesome. I'm going to dial back you guys' audio just a bit because it's redlining. There we go. We don't want to create audio bricks. Those aren't fun for anyone. Let's see here. Why am I super echoed?
Hey,
Oh,
Blake.
hey, I know why I'm super echoed. What's up?
I just sent you the. Well, I did send you the Matt Benz link. So I think they're
Oh,
just
yeah.
about to join it.
Yep, I
It's
see
about to
that
go
they just
underway.
started. Keck is ready. Reaper crew is still deciding. Audience, forgive me for the echo. I'm using some different audio equipment this time around, and I have to have a new setup with the software installation, so I'm working to fix all echoing problems. Just stand by and play it cool. There we go. Um, let's see here. What else can I do to really?
Yeah, I'm about to invite him right now. Probably drop down.
Alrighty there, folks. Please let me know what's going on in terms of the stream quality as I go. I'm gonna try and work with this new software update, but it is a bit new to me. Some things were changed from Elgato since the last time I streamed.
All right.
Alright, let's see what we're looking at in terms of map bans here. Alright, so far we're seeing no Route 66, no Drawnamura, and no Anubis. So it looks like both teams really holding fast to that no assault style, but yet they've still left, I believe it is, yes, they have indeed left Volskaya in the mix. Any thoughts, Jorge? You think they're going to get rid of Volskaya soon, or do you think they might leave that as one of the final picks?
Oh, I think Volskaya is going to be one of the final picks. It's well, based off of other previous matches, it's been picked before a lot.
Alright, I can see that.
We have
I can see
Aspire
that.
Leo. He's Daniel. He helped us cast the last tournament.
Hey, Leo, you're
Yep.
back.
Yep. Feels good to be back.
Nice, nice. And now it feels good to be joining you as a streamer. I see that you made no waste getting top 500 this season.
Oh yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. I've been
Oh,
playing a lot of comp myself, so I would like to see how these two teams play. If I remember correctly, this is Reaper Crew versus Keck.
Oh, yes. Very sharp. All right, we've just seen Oasis get taken out. I would not have anticipated that one being gone this early.
I'm
So,
assuming that
let's see.
maybe neither teams are comfortable on Oasis, so a little bit surprised, but at the same time not too surprised.
I see your point there, but they just took out Volskaya as well. So now the only maps being left in rotation are Hollywood, Kings Row, Lijiang Tower, Ilios, and Eichenwald.
According from
Ah,
the
man.
track record of the previous tournament, would not be surprised if we see Lijiang Tower first.
Oh man, Lijiang Tower. It reminds me, I was showing Sage here a funny little parody video, and at one point I tried to get him to believe, oh, there goes Hollywood, and there goes Lijiang Tower, leaving Kings Row, Ilios, and Eichenwald. Both teams
That's
did say they
surprising.
do like King of the Hill, and they also said they like Payload. With only two hybrids and a King of the Hill left, it'll be interesting to see what we get.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was showing him a video. I was trying to convince Sage here that they were about to buff Symmetra again, and I played back a video with no. He couldn't see the video; he could only hear the audio. And when he heard that they were increasing the beam range, he thought it was serious, and he thought it was still serious up until he heard they were replacing the turrets with 6 miniature McCrees. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
Elos.
Wow, we're playing on Ilios now? First
We're
map?
playing on Elios' first map, King of the Hill.
Very
All right,
surprising. Usually
I
never
am
get King of the Hill maps.
surprised,
First
dude.
map,
I
but
wish I could get Elos.
I'm not that big of a fan of Ilios unless I'm playing Lucio, of course. This is the Lucio map,
Now
as most
arriving
people
at
would know.
Helios.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
mean, of
he's
course
that's
it
when he becomes a
is.
real DPS. He becomes really scary with those boobs. He can get so many kills.
Oh man, no, no. Elios is my Pharah map. I don't think you're with the program here.
This is also a fair map. Very good. It's open wide space on each of them really, so fair not too bad here.
All right, so let's see. We're looking at spawn here, hero assembly. Looks like we're seeing a 2-2-2 um, from one team, and it looks like we're seeing the triple tank from another. However, it looks like they're mixing it up with Genji.
It seems to be standard meta. Only thing different is the Genji. So, a little bit of surprise there, and we do have the 2-2. And as you did say before, this is a good Pharah map, and we do see Pharah coming out from Nolan's Realist.
And we see a Pharaoh with a golden gun too. Now the question is, did you buy that for trolls or is it the real deal? Now I'm noticing something odd here. It seems like I'm getting hit with a glitch because the game audio is not here and it's not the capture card. We will have to check what's up with this after this match. Looks like they open up already with Dre getting a pick on the enemy team's Lucio. Dre is pushed really far in. I wonder if he'll be able to get himself back out is the key thing. With the bubble from the Zarya coming in, though, it is looking quite nice.
Alright, and we do see that two do go down, and they're most likely going to be forced back. And wait, do I hear a Dragon Blade already?
Dre has already gotten. Oh, holy.
Wow.
Wow, that was
Dre.
incredibly fast. It's Dre already bringing out the Dragon Blade, picking up about, what was it, 2 kills? 3 kills?
He got 3.
I was very surprised by that. That caught me off guard.
He's not getting
Wow.
contested. They're just letting him get free reign in the back.
That was very surprising. I didn't expect it to
Yeah,
come
they're
out
holding the
that
point,
fast.
and they're really holding forward. We're going to have to see what the enemy team decides to do about this. Looking around the map field here, we can see that there's a very nice open formation, but yet it allows them to collapse in on a target that gets too pushy. Much like this D.Va. D.Va sort of put herself in a bit of a bad spot there, and Dre getting another kill. Chronic going for the knockoff of the enemy Lucio, who's now completely separated from his team and on the enemy in spawn of the map. Wow.
And wow, it's Dre really going far deep into the spawn.
Dre getting healed up by his teammates very quickly. I'm going to get a nice viewpoint of Dre. Oh, Dre goes down to the Pharah. They're now going to attempt to make a push, it looks like. Pharah's high up in the air. Lucio's moving around from the enemy team. Alright, their soldier has gone down early. And Reinhardt seems to be nano boosted.
Coming out.
We do indeed.
And it seems like they're going to be taking out this point here for Reaper Crew.
It looks like Roadhog gets another hook through the sides.
Alright. So far a little rocky at the start, but Reaper Crew quickly picking it up and able to take the point back. So
I'm looking right now. Dre is positioned over the enemy team with 98% to a Dragon Blade. It's really looking like he could get ready. It looks like he's getting ready to make his move. The enemy team has not noticed him. He's nano bladed. He's going in. Dre gets up, picks up the kill on Soldier. He picks up the kill on Ana. Dre's deep into the enemy team. He only gets the 2 kills though. He takes out a Soldier and an Ana. That is crippling. His teammates follow in, and it looks like they're going to secure this point. Pharah attempts to ult, but Dre picks her off before the ult can complete its casting cycle. All that's left now is D.Va in a corner. D.Va gets taken out by the Reinhardt, and Dre is moving forward towards the enemy's back line. He deflects! Oh my goodness, he just deflected the fire strike into the entire enemy team. That just gave him halfway to his next Dragon Blade.
Incredible gameplay so far from Dre. So far has been able to prove that he can still play Genji despite this triple tank meta, and he gets put to sleep now that we were focusing on him, and now they're able to push the point. Pharah's still able to put in lots of damage, help taking down Lucio,
Ana goes in
lots of damage
biotic
on
grenades. Ana biotic grenades the enemy team. Roadhog, that will prevent him from healing. Will the Reinhardt be able to capitalize? Zero was unable to make anything of that biotic grenade, but Ana's still on the point contesting it very well. Ana, unfortunately, not able to contest for very long.
Them.
Yeah, that Graviton was
first
really
round.
there. Yep, and Reinhardt was able to pick up 3 kills from Graviton and help take down the enemy Reinhardt as well, despite having nano boost. Overall, Reaper Crew, so far, I see a lot of them are getting picked off. I feel like they need to stick more together as a team, what I've seen here. But they can definitely make it happen. They do have
for sure.
very good comp, and they do have very good players.
The question is,
especially
it looks like
for
we're
this map.
seeing a Winston pick come out to counter Dre. I'm
Wow.
very interested to see if this will really turn the tides or if Dre's been practicing enough to, be very confident in his ability to deal with a counter like Winston. It's very common for, players of higher level elos to learn to work around their counter or rely on their teammates' assistance to get the job done. Looks like
Yeah,
Dre
this
rushing
is a
forward
very
to
interesting
initiate. All right, there. Winston was unable to even lay a hand on Dre as Dre is both bubbled and evacuates the situation rather quickly. It looks like we're looking at a very even fight, but Dre is pinned down by Zero. Zero is now put to sleep. We're now looking at a nice heavy fight here for the point. It also looks like oh man, it's kind of hard to tell. This fight could go either way at this point right now. Looks like both teams are really
Ooh,
giving it a good show. They're feeding
both
Zarya.
Reinhardt were
Zarya
fighting
gets
on
her
the side
pick.
of point.
Yep, Zarya just got her first pick. She's really charged up from that other team's Reinhardt. She's hunting down the Lucio. That takes care of both supports, and they have kept the point. They are now
They are
moving forward with their
extremely
standard
staggered right
strategy. Yes, that
serious
is very
staggers
harsh
coming
stagger.
in from Team Keck, and so far Reaper Crew unable to really form a strong push there. I believe they did get the first pick, but they still somehow lost the fight. So very interesting. And right now, looking at ults charges, we do have Team Keck coming up on nearly all of their ults, which is very surprising.
Yeah,
we
that
do
is a
have
very
Sharp
scary
Zero
situation.
already having his ult.
we
And actually,
have...
speaking of them, we have 2 picks coming out for Reaper Crew. We have Winston diving in on the point. He's going to be fighting with the Reinhardt
That's
quite a
3
bit.
picks. That's 3-1. Dre is attempting to use his Dragon Blade to even the score, and Reinhardt following up on Dre's epic valiant push.
Very good gameplay coming out from Dre and Game Forever. Game Forever able to pick up 2 kills.
All right,
Dre
looks like
distracting
Lucio
the people
breaks
from
it
the back.
down. We have a shoulder charge coming in, but unfortunately that
Ooh.
will be negated. Zero overextended from his team. Unfortunately, that looks like that will cost them this push, as Zarya is more than capable of still dealing with that Winston. Winston gets hooked in. He jumps away, although Winston's health is looking fairly questionable at this point as he's down. And it looks like Gamer Forever is really utilizing that nano boost. He charges the shield. Oh man, he blocks out the Diva ult too.
Yeah, so far the
Yeah, the
deaths are
Diva is
coming really
questionable here.
staggered. Yeah, and
The Diva
actually,
is a
they're
very questionable
staggering
choice
their own
against.
deaths. They're trickling in now, one by one. Very questionable gameplay coming out from
Oh,
the team
man,
of Reaper Crew.
The bubble is able to stop the Earth Shatter, but it's just not enough to stop him from getting picked off. And with very little time left, the team has to make a choice. Do they dare to trickle in? Farah would really have to put in some work, but it's Dre all over Farah. Farah is unable to make any form of a move. We have Winston diving in, but he's not quick enough to get to the point, and that is round 2 of Elios.
Wow, Reaper Crew, very unorganized there at the end. They were forming pushes and they were at least working with a team before as a team, but at the end there, they were sort of trickling in and kind of going off on their own. Reaper Crew really needs to assess the situation right now, maybe change up a couple things, because right now it doesn't seem to be working against the triple tank meta with Ana that everyone knows and loves.
I'm looking at the point right now. I want to see what's going to happen when these two teams bust out of spawn. So now we're getting a really nice aerial view. There's quite a few spots Farah could take advantage of here if she's well aware of them. So I'm very interested to see if they're going to use Farah to sort of cancel out the 3 tanks that are currently being run by Keck. Meanwhile, Dre taking a early first start at the objective. It looks like he's really going to be pushing in here. He's not deterred by the entire enemy team. He goes in there, gets his damage.
Ooh, and he got a direct rocket, Nolans. Able to make Dre push back quite a bit.
Dre
Now
is
full
really
health, however,
moving around. He
Crucial,
gets
able to pick
bubbled
up a
by
kill.
his Zarya. Uh-oh. But it looks like Dre has no intention of letting that go unanswered. Dre goes in after their Ana, but it looks like he is taken down. The Ana successfully repels his attack. And it looks like now we're starting to see some of that cohesion coming from Reaper.
Yeah, Reaper Crew able to get the picks, able to get the kills and the point. So far they're holding their own and okay. Diva I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I'm not sure if he got booped or didn't see the wealth there, but D.Va goes down. It basically gives Team Keck a free pick, and right now it just seems like they're able to capitalize on it, and they're picking up the kills. Through sadly falling, and
Reaper
they're
Crew's
gonna lose
over
the
here.
point to
It looks like
this.
they're fighting, but D.Va seems a little bit unaware of where the Zarya ult was coming from when she deployed Defense Matrix. Unfortunately, that means that Keck is going to secure the kill. And with Gamer Forever potentially just securing a play of the game, unless, of course, we see something else come out from Dre.
Yeah, Reaper
It looks
Crew
like Dre's really pushing up
had to
there.
give up
He
that
does
point.
not seem to mind. Now I'm
Yeah, he seems
spotting
pretty comfortable
Nolans.
where he's
Nolans looks
at.
like he's really moving up with the team instead of being a aggressive Pharah. He seems to be playing a very passive game, so I'm trying to see what his strategy of attack is. It looks like they have Dre slept. Dre goes down to the sleep dart. He and the Roadhog combo. Alright, sounds like a hammer down was just brought out. And going back to our
And
point camera,
wow,
it looks as though Team Keck is still holding off Reaper.
it, Team Keck able to pick up the kills. They got 2 kills immediately right in front of the fight. At this point, it just seems to be trickling, and they're just delaying deaths here, trying to stagger people. And it seems like D.Va might be next. She's unable to get out of this
Uh-oh.
situation right now. She's at
It
95 health. She
looks...
should really get out of there.
Lucio should
And
also be
oh
falling
no,
back at this point. Lucio's
this
still
is
aggressively moving
yeah.
towards the point. I see what his strategy is, but I don't know if that's the best pick when the enemy team has both a Roadhog and a Genji. Both characters that can counter other high mobility heroes. I'm not sure how his plan of attack is going to really pay off for him here.
Oh, and he got put to sleep as well, but he gets woken up, and wow, okay. Very dangerous. No one was ready for him to wake up, but luckily Crucial was able to
Reaper
get the
Crew should
kill.
be moving, but
Now,
oh no,
Reaper
it
Crew
looks
should
like...
be going in by now. They do
No,
get the
Reaper
pick,
Crew
however, they
gets
still
picked
need to
off
push
by
in.
Roadhog. Nolans is hooked out of the sky. Another hook from Faint Cold. That secures down their objective hold.
That's
D.Va
it.
is unable to make it, and that
Wow.
is a 3-0 victory for Keck on Ilios. That is round 1.
What a what a hole. They were very
Oh, and I
dominant in the
called it
beginning
Gamer
there.
Forever. Gamer Forever with the play of the game, but not where I thought it was.
Oh, this is the triple kill. He was able to really
Ooh,
clean
no,
house
that
here.
looks like a quadruple. And he shuts down the other team's nano. Really
Yeah,
a
very
great
very
play.
impressive gameplay there from Game
Especially
Forever.
with Keck taking all of the end-game cards. This looks like it's definitely going to be one that is to be remembered.
Yeah, Reaper Crew. Oh, they did very well at the end there when they were able to cap the point at first. Really unsure of what happened to their diva, which sort of caused them to lose the point, and they just weren't able to get back onto it. So very unfortunate for them. However, they can make this up on the next map. So we're gonna have to go to our map bans and see where where that'll lead us.
Yes, yes, we will. We're also really going to have to take a look and sort of see what teams are going to use as their plan of attack moving forwards. That really is going to be the big deciding factor here, is how well do they handle that loss, recover from it, and come back as a team.
Yep, still very possible they're still in this. So they just need to
I'd
make
like
some
to
adjustments to their game plan.
I'd like
And
to ask the
they can
viewers,
secure a
what
win
did
for
they think
themselves.
of the match? I thought it was a pretty good match. It definitely doesn't look like you can really count out Reaper Crew, because when they do band together, their teamwork is enough to really secure the picks that they need and push forward onto an objective. It's just a matter of how often and frequent are they going to continue to do so.
Yeah, they're also pretty spread out as well. It made it easier for Team Tech to get the picks on Reaper Crew, so it kind of stumbled their pushes quite a bit, and then they sort of trickled in if they can just come together and work together as a team and really form as a death ball sort of, then maybe they be able to secure a win on their side.
All right, let's see here. Time to view the new drafting. I would
Alright,
like to
here we
say
go for
shout
our
out to Killer
picks.
Fortron for following me on Twitch. I really appreciate it.
Alright, map. Yep, we have map bans coming up. Just
So,
waiting
what
for
do you
both teams
think
to
we're
check in.
going to see in terms of these map bans?
Well, you did state that both teams said they were both comfortable on King of the Hill and Payload. So, that being said, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Temple of Anubis or Volskaya or any two capture point maps. Considering, for one, no one really is a huge fan of them. To be honest, not many
Hey,
people
you
are.
take that back. Dronamura is amazing.
Geronimora.
Geronimo.
That's
Dronamura.
basically what they're known for. No one really likes them, but I really feel like this time we're probably going to see a hybrid map, in my opinion. I feel like we're going to see a hybrid map, maybe possibly like Numbani. I feel like we might see that.
Yeah, I could agree with that assessment. That seems like a very, very good, informed one. Especially considering it looks like the straight payload maps are just taking the brunt force of this. Route 66 is the first map that's been voted off 2 times now. And there goes Numbani, unfortunately. So it looks like Numbani might not be the
Oh,
exact we see, but I'm thinking maybe a King's Row.
possibly Hollywood too. Hollywood is still up as well.
That is true. They took out Dronamur and they've taken out Dorado. I've noticed that people don't like Route 66 and Dorado very much. I'm not opposed to Dorado, but Route 66 is not a favorite map of mine, to be frank.
Yeah, Route 66 is not much of a favorite map of anyone else as well. I would say it's probably up there with the two CP maps. So
All
not
right, well,
surprised that
Elos
hasn't been
was
banned.
banned early. I'm not sure if they're aware that the bans, once you've played the map is automatically banned at the end. But nonetheless, we see Oasis and Lijiang Tower go again, along with Watchpoint Gibraltar, and that eliminates all of the just regular bland payload maps, I believe. So now we're
Yeah,
left
and
with
so
Hollywood,
far,
Kings Row, Volskaya, Nepal, and Eichenwald. Hmm,
hmm,
this is a very interesting last round pick.
yeah, I believe Nepal may be at Nepal has just been
Nepal's
taken out.
gone.
Nepal. So we only have four maps remaining. We do have, oh, never
No
mind, we have three
Volskaya.
Volskaya. Yeah, so we have
So
Hollywood,
either
Kings
way,
Row,
you were right. It
Eichenwald.
was a hybrid.
Yep, I had a
They
feeling
take out Hollywood. I
Hollywood.
feel like it's between Kings Row and Eichenwald. I'm going to go with Kings Row.
I believe
Oh,
it's
nope. They
Kings.
take out
Oh,
Kings Row?
wow.
No, they go for Eichenwald. Oh,
Wow,
man, I'm
very
excited.
surprising. Eichenwald, not exactly. It's not very much of a fan favorite, but it's not so much disliked either. It's more so of just a pain from both sides of teams to really play on, but it's still somewhat of a liked map by most people. So very interesting pick here. See how each team will adapt. Maybe we might see something new on defense, because as most people do know that some out of meta characters can work on this map, such as Junkrat. May could work, Torbjorn could even work himself. Symmetra is also very good, so maybe we might see something different coming from defense.
See, and what I'm doing now is I'm sort of panning our audience around. As you can see, we're headed now towards the objective, the first objective that the attacking team will have to take, which is the payload carrying part of the hammer. I guess it is to Baldric's armor? All right, prepare your defenses. The defensive team is moving out, and it looks like on defense, we're going to have Reaper Crew being the defensive end first. They're really going to be looking for a full stop here to ensure an easier victory on offense. They really aren't going to want to give up too much ground here, and that's evident in their team comp between Reinhardt, May, and Diva. That's a lot of damage being blocked and a lot of single picks that can be gotten if played correctly. The Pharah is an interesting choice on defense. I can understand it, but it's definitely interesting and a little bit offhanded to what you would expect.
Yeah, I personally actually know Nolan's, and he's a very good Pharah main, and he really does love picking that character a lot in almost any situation, and he does very well with her. So although it may seem unorthodox to some, from my experience, I believe that he can make Pharah work on almost any situation, really.
We
So we're
see
just gonna have to see
Dre
how he
on
does here on defense.
Reinhardt here. This is definitely interesting. He showed such a dominant performance as Genji. You would think he would keep that momentum going, but he opts instead for the Reinhardt. And their Reinhardt is hooked in. That is a huge pick. That is absolutely their defense will really have to hold. Mei wall has been burnt. It looks like Mei's
Oh,
just
we
been
got
picked,
a
and their defense is folding inwards.
their Pharah
Chronic,
Mercy comp just flanked all the way around the back.
wow, Farah
Went all the way
Mercy
around that
bringing
ledge
it
jump.
around. It looks
Wow.
like, yes, it looks like Diva's in a lot of trouble here, not moving evasively enough. And it with Zero being pushed out by the other Ryan, being picked even. The Mercy Farah combination is really showing its prevalence here.
Yeah, very sad for the Reaper crew. I'm not sure how exactly it happened, but Reinhardt was actually able to get hooked through the choke point. And not only that, but even their Mei actually walled him off from coming back with the rest of the team, so that was very unfortunate.
They just switched up the pharmacy. Dre is back on Genji. I'm going to swap to Dre's point of view right now so we can sort of see Dre lining up his shots very clearly, utilizing his deflect nicely, and then exiting the situation.
Alright, and as we're moving on here, they're pushing the
Dre's
payload
moving around and
so
climbing
far
up
at
the
choke
back
point.
wall. It looks like he's going for the flank. He's flanking. Diva is down. He's going after their Ana now, knowing that she's fully vulnerable. Ana really can't do much, has to depend on her teammates here. She doesn't have a biotic grenade just yet. There she goes. She just deployed the biotic grenade, but a little too late as Dre's in that backfield. Reinhardt not turning to deal with it, trying to stall the enemy team from the front, but it doesn't look like his efforts are enough as Dre just moves his way through the enemy team. Now we're seeing the Zarya come out, but
so
she's
far,
horribly staggered. And it looks like Dre is
they're
chasing their
trickling in
soldier
at this
backwards. Dre is
they're
actually
trickling
chasing
in.
them backwards.
This is not good right now. Not very good for Reaper crew. They're trickling in a lot, and Dre actually able to pick up 2 kills from Reflect. Very impressive.
Very amazing gameplay. He goes in with the Dragon
Oh my
Blade.
God.
Dre absolutely showing just a dominating performance, taking out the Reinhardt as well, further staggering the spot. Oh, there's a little bit of
Little too bad.
showboating right there.
I mean, if I got 5 kills or a team wipe with Genji, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would as well.
Probably
That's
would,
just,
definitely.
You know,
would.
it's not every
In
day you
competitive
get
for sure.
a team. It's not every day you get a team wipe with Genji. Such a hard
Well, hold on now.
character to play.
Let's consult the stats before you make wild accusations. And it looks like the ults are coming out. Oh, but the counter Earth Shatter might be giving the Team Reaper what they need to come back. It looks like the Reaper crew is definitely capitalizing on their ultimates right now. Really not conserving any of them. It looks like even Soldier's popping his out at the moment. Now, Dre is back in the backfield again with their Ana. They really aren't making it a top priority to defend this Ana, but it looks like Soldier turns around and gets the kill on Dre. Alright, we can see here that it definitely looks like Team Keck is grouping up, getting ready for another solid push.
Yep, and as we actually see right now, we have Nolan's actually going on to Winston right now. Very interesting pick. I'm guessing it's to deal with Genji to stop him from coming in the back line. So, we're actually going to see triple tank, but it's Winston as well. They do have the correct DPS of Soldier, so we're going to see how this goes for them. May end up as a good pick, may have bad, who knows.
Alright, well it looks like Winston definitely got in there, but he overextends too much and is picked off. That looks like several picks for Team Keck, and now it's looking like the advantage is to Team Keck at the moment. They are steamrolling through the remainers of the Reaper crew.
And they're coming up on closing this out very close and very fast. We do have Nolan's popping Primal Rage. Hopefully he can get a lot of people out of position, which he seems to be doing very well on. Now let's see if the team can capitalize. So far we have Sharp Snipe 0 able to pick up a kill on the enemy Reinhardt. Reaper crew really trying their hardest to defend here.
Yeah, they're really trying to get a full hold here for as long as they can. They either at this point need to drain out the time or completely hold their opponents, neither of which is a very easy thing to do when you're really backs against the wall due to some stellar DPS plays. Also, having burned a majority of their team's ults, they're really going to be at a bit of a disadvantage here against this next enemy team push without their Lucio ult to save them from any unfortunate accidents.
Yeah. So far, they're able to hold off that for now, so they're able to
For a second, I thought I had lagged out of the
There's still
party.
a lot more to go.
There is a lot more left to go here. Alright, it looks like Roadhog retreating back away from that Diva ult. But Keck is really just sort of forcing their way through at this point, irregardless of any losses they've taken. Alright, the hammer down does come out. We're seeing now
coming in from both
Trey
ends.
coming in. Trey's really making his move against that Lucio, stopping him from contesting for too long. Mei gets knocked away from the point and is taken out. I know Mei is contesting still. Now she's taken out by Trey. It looks like they're just trying to keep the contesting alive to really bleed out the clock here. But without many contesting picks, it doesn't seem like there's that much that can really go on. Trey seems to be harassing the enemy team, and their Reinhardt is really moved up on Team Keck. Alright, it looks like Dre's team is just trying to mop up.
The time, but yeah, it just isn't enough. There wasn't much of enough kills. They were actually able to get at least 4 people onto the point, but no kills came out of it, and they just slowly died off one by one. So they're able to, Team Keck able to really get it all the way and still have a really good time, especially on Eichenwald. They do have 1 minute and 49 seconds, so very good time coming from them.
Alright, so now the roles are switched. Keck is going to be on defense. Let's see if their defensive game really holds up, because we're aware that they can do offense very well. However, one of the things that I was just thinking of in the interim was what happens when they have to start from only a defensive standpoint, where the enemies have to come to them. We haven't seen that yet this tournament, so we're about to see it now. Once again, going to get a nice view of Baldereich's hammer. Man, that is a nice hammer.
It is.
Look at that
very,
detail.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Alright, checking the attacking spawn.
Wow.
So it looks like for defense they're running a Zenyatta Ana with triple tanks. This is definitely interesting, but it does look like it will give them the extra firepower they may need against the Zarya Reinhardt combination. It looks like we're also going to see an offensive Symmetra, so a little bit off the meta here, but I'm very interested because as anyone who knows me knows I love off-meta things in all games.
Well, this is it's actually a defense Symmetra. I think you got it mixed up.
Oh, I did get it mixed up. Oh, we do have a defensive Symmetra.
Yep, we do have a defensive Symmetra with Mei. They do only have 2 tanks. They don't exactly have anything, I guess you could say maybe anti-Pharah, so Pharah actually might be, we might see it come out from Nolans as soon as they come through out those doors and they see that they don't have anything for it.
I'm going to be getting a good view from the attacking side. Let's see what Nolans decides to do first with Roadhog here. One moment as I have to briefly invite somebody. Okay, he got lagged out of our party. There we go. And we still were able to maintain views on the action. Let's see here. What do we have?
Okay, now we do have odd and a very odd healing comp. I don't usually agree with it too much, but it can work if you do have a very good Ana. We do have Ana Zenyatta. Usually not enough healing.
And the
for
Reinhardt is
triple
hooked,
tanks,
but he's shielded and then walled away, so they cannot interfere or get the kill. It looks like we will not be seeing the same strategy come out from Reaper Crew that we saw from Keck. Uh-oh, there's someone already on the point. Who could this mysterious person be?
And it actually seems to be Diva. Actually
Diva's
trying to hold her own against Lucio.
Diva really looks like she's getting in a terrible position. She's horribly cut off from her team and is really sort of forced them to use some ults they may not have wanted to use, and they even forced their Reinhardt to get picked off through the kill gate.
Yeah, and
probably not the best idea for Diva to just push through. Yeah, indeed.
Unfortunately, just fed them a lot of ult. They're actually coming up on. Well, they already have the shield generator coming down for Symmetra, and they already have both support ults, and they're coming up on the rest of the ults for the rest of the team. So right now, they already have one of their important ults up. Now they're gonna come up.
Wait, did they go? It looks like they might have gone. Oh no, they went shield generator. Yep. Reinhardt must be pushed up a little ways out of the way from it then, because he has not gotten the buff. There it goes. Reinhardt now covered by that shield generator, giving him an extra 75 HP. Not much from his total HP, but still 75 more HP they have to mow through. And their Reinhardt is picked off again, being too far away from the rest of the team. It looks like Team Keck showing a real dominating performance on defense, a real aptitude to holding specific choke points and lanes.
Yeah, and as I stated before, that we might see Nolans go in Pharah, which we do now since they do not have a Pharah counter. So we're going to be seeing this come in action. We're going to see if this pick will really help the team get through this choke point, especially taking out all those Symmetra turrets. Very important. And wow, we do have Graviton coming out.
And
They're
a
actually
mini
pushed up
ult's
very
coming
close
out.
to the spawn. Yeah, I'm not very unsure if this is a good idea coming out from Team Keck. Oh, this
It
seems
looks
to be,
like Team
yeah.
Keck is... Looks like with the kill gate, it doesn't really matter because they haven't really... Team Reaper crew has not really done a good job of handling that kill gate. So even with the 2 picks, they're still very shut off and very isolated. Zenyatta going through the kill gate, isolating himself from the rest of his team, an easy prey for Dre.
Yeah, and at this point, it just seems like they're just trying to run through the kill game, but it's just not working. They're using ults as well, which is highly
Very
not
surprising.
recommended. This is, yeah, they really just staggered their deaths and just fed their ults even more.
And not only that, it
They
looks
still
like...
do have Mei ult from Team Keck, so
Oh
they still
man,
have one
Dre
huge ult
getting
to
a
hold on
nasty
to.
headshot on Soldier. That only further staggers the spawns.
And they do only have 1 push left with 30 seconds left on the clock. And they seem to be having only 1 ult at the moment. Nolans is working on his ult as well.
Dre has
wow.
engaged the enemy team and kept them from really pushing forward how they would like to. It looks like we have some action going on to the point. Taking you to that now, it appears as though D.Va is once again attempting to take out multiple members of the enemy team. Unfortunately, Nolan's unable to capitalize with that barrage, and that looks like it is a full hold from Team Keck. That is round 2 completed.
Oh, we see a couple of teabags coming from Team Keck, very excited about their win. Able to completely hold here, making the score again 3-0 for them against Reaper Crew. Reaper Crew sort of getting flustered there at the end and just unable to really form a push together, so sadly that is going to be a loss for them.
It looks like Dre again with the Genji. He's coming in this time, taking his play of the game back from his own teammate, getting the double kill as you stated with that 1 deflect, and then it looks like here's where he comes in with the Swift Strike, Dragon Blade fars out of the sky.
Very impressive. I believe that was a team wipe, wasn't it? He got 2 kills with deflect and then picked up another kill from Swift Strike. Yeah, that was actually a team kill. Very impressive coming from Dre.
39 kills, 57% kill participation. Indeed, proving that Genji is more than viable in capable hands. Alright, so now we move on. The official score for round 1 of this tournament is now 2-0, Keck's lead. Reaper Crew may want to consider going on an assault map just to get that draw, to give themselves some momentum here. But we shall see. Maybe they have an ace map in the hole they've been saving just for this situation. 2-0, Keck's lead. Leo, if you were in this situation, what would you do to sort of stop the enemy team's momentum and really give your team a chance to push back?
Well, really, to stop the enemy team here from Reaper Crew, honestly, they should definitely do quad tank. They need to go classic meta here. They need to do quad tank with, Lucio Ana for enough healing, and as well as making sure that Roadhog really does focus down that Genji, as well as Zarya, making sure that he can't really build up his ult and can't really take out the supports or really flank. That's one of the reasons why people don't really pick Genjis, because he doesn't do too well against people with really high survivability, because he just does not do enough damage against people that can soak up damage and also deal a lot of damage themselves. So they really need to, I believe, go quad tank here, and they just need to focus down that Genji. That just seems to be the real problem. And as long as they can stick together, they can pretty much pick up the wins, I believe, pretty easy if they decided to.
I am. This is for whoever's watching Guardian Gaming stream, the Eddie Hart stream. I'm gonna restart the stream right now because apparently some people can't see it. It's black screened, so I'm gonna restart it. Stick around.
All right. In the meantime, if